CBT News, celebrating 10 years of delivering the news and content automotive professionals count on. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here's Chris Riggins with today's top stories.
Thanks, Bridget. An American OEM has regained the top spot in luxury vehicle sales in the U.S. for the first time in nearly 25 years. EV maker Tesla outsold BMW in the U.S. market by 158,612 vehicles, taking the premium sales crown away from the German automaker for the 2022 calendar year. According to estimates, BMW only outperformed Tesla by roughly 23,000 vehicles in 2021. Over the past few years, Tesla has transformed from a company that was on the verge of bankruptcy to the market leader for luxury vehicles in the U.S. In other Tesla news, according to a recent lawsuit filed with the U.S. National Labor Relations Board, the automaker has fired dozens of workers at its Giga New York factory as a result of a fresh unionization drive that was launched this week. As previously reported, employees at the Giga New York factory, where roughly 1,000 people are currently employed, declared their intention to unionize. The initiative was started by data labelers who want higher compensation, job security, and less monitoring. For EV startups, it's a challenging world. Many are battling to stay afloat as expenses soar, financing becomes more difficult to come by, and earnings remain elusive. However, VinFast, which is supported by Vingroup, the largest industrial conglomerate in Vietnam, appeared to be one of the few EV manufacturers that was not concerned about money up until now. Pham Nhat Vuong, the billionaire founder of Vingroup, quote, has no plans to invest any further money in VinFast personally. Earlier this week, Sonic Automotive reported fourth quarter earnings of $3.6 billion, a 13% year-over-year increase and an all-time high for the group. Sonic's gross profit reached a record $576.1 million, an increase of 9% year-over-year, and the company reported a $190.9 million net loss. However, full-year revenue topped $14 billion with a net income of $88.5 million. Coming up, Jeff Dyke, president of Sonic Automotive, discusses Q4 financial results further. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
Sonic Automotive is reporting all-time revenue records for the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2022. Today on Inside Automotive, we're joined by the president of Sonic Automotive, Jeff Dyke, to walk us through their recent earnings call. Check it out.
If it's okay with you, I'd like to start today talking a little bit about the incredible job you're doing with your used car brand, Echo Park. It has experienced just, again, an all-time record annual revenues of $2.5 billion, up 5% year over year, all-time record annual gross profit of $175 million, up 18% year over year. Hasn't anybody told you that used car sales are way down and used car values are being hurt right now?
Yeah, so we're experiencing that as well. There's no question. The profitability, the EBITDA is not where we want it to be, but we understand what's going on in the pre-owned market. And we've gone through a couple of years of times that you or myself or anybody else has never seen in the auto pre-owned industry.
Yeah.
And with that happening, you've got this escalating value of pre-owned cars. And now really starting in the fourth quarter, just an all-time record of deceleration in terms of pricing on vehicles. And that's hard to keep up with. It's why it's so incredibly important. I was making the point on the call today to keep a really tight day supply, because if you buy a car 30 days ago and you buy that same car today, you're buying that car $1,200, $1,500 cheaper than you did 30 days ago. Well, that car is going to be overpriced 30 days ago. So we do a really good job of keeping a really tight day supply at Echo Park, 30 days, in our franchise stores, 26 days. And that helps us get out of trouble really quick, where I've seen some of our competitors that have these much higher day supplies in this day and time. In our opinion, that's just not the right way to go about this. You've got to keep a tight day supply. That's what's helped us at Echo Park. And so a great job in the fourth quarter. Coming into January, we knew we were going to be in good shape pricing wise and inventory wise. 30% growth in January. We're tracking that again in February. We're going to have a fantastic March. Wow. And what will happen is as the year goes on, the EBITDA, the profitability of EchoPark will start getting better and better and better. And we announced this morning that our prediction is, by the first quarter of 24, EchoPark's back to being profitable. We have this behind us, wind in our sails. And so it's a great transition period for us, because as the franchise business begins to slow down a little bit, here comes, another side of our business that's going to pick up in EchoPark, and we have a great offset to that. And so we're very excited about 23. We think it's going to be a great year.
All right, be sure to watch that interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today.